Yeah, I'm Jesse Boyd, the Redford market expert. Today I want to cover getting small disputes settled on the cheap. So, of course, there is a story attached to this. Probably about 6 months ago now, I had closed on a transaction where the seller was supposed to pay a special assessment that was on the property. Now, the title company never made me aware of the special assessment. It was never brought up, and it had definitely been due and payable. And my contract, stated that they were going to pay any special assessments, and that I was going to have a clear title. And several months later, I found out from because I was doing a cash out refi on the property that there was this special assessment and had never been paid. And so I was pretty upset, and I felt kind of tricked and deceived by this title company. And so I sought advice from the gal that I usually like to use to close transactions at the title company I always go to, and I kind of showed her the paperwork, and she suggested that I would go get a letter drafted from my attorney to that title agency to try to get the issue resolved. Well, to tell you, the amount was like $400. So definitely not life or death, but hey, it's $400, and I wanted it back. So then again, I mean, you're talking about $400. How much can you really fight for this thing? I mean, by the time you get an attorney involved at any level, even if it's just writing a letter, that $400 starts disappearing really fast. So I figured I'll try what I can on my own first. And so I ended up drafting a letter myself to the title agency. First, when I had sought advice from the gal that I always use to close my transactions, she had given me a lot of good key phrases and things I could say in a type of letter that would probably trigger a response, or I'd at least sound like I know what I'm talking about, because she's obviously dealt with these sort of things before. But overall, when I sat down to write this letter, I decided that I wanted to come across very, very professional, but also kind of like I was a little paranoid and crazy, a little overly agitated about the situation, and like I was going to fight it just based on the principle of the matter. My whole plan was to turn the tables on them. This whole time, up to that point that I decided to write the letter, I was thinking, I had the thought, well, it's only $400. How hard do I want to fight for it? How much is it worth it if I'm not going to be able to get it done easily? If I got to get an attorney involved, or it's going to eat up a lot of my time. So my whole plan with this letter was to turn the tables on them, get them thinking the same thing, so that they're just thinking, well, heck, it's only $400. Let's just cut the check and be done with it. So again, I really I wrote the letter. I threatened that I was going to take all sorts of legal action. I made them clear that how I felt, and that I was just gonna fight the thing to the death. And I don't know, it worked for me. They got the letter, and it lit a fire under their butt. And about 3 to 4 weeks later, I got a check in my mailbox for the $400. So sometimes playing the crazy guy can help, and really you're in no worse shape if they don't respond. I mean, you're kind of back in the same spot, and you can take legal action, or you can not, or do whatever. But just took me 30 minutes to sit down, draft a letter, and send it off, and I got the whole thing resolved pretty quickly and pretty cheaply. So I'm Jesse Boyd, the Redford Market Expert. Thanks for watching.